Hi everybody! Welcome back to the Starlake Observatory. I am Trip Starlake, your Sleepy Bunny Slug friend, and I'm here to play more Ace Attorney Chronicles. Yeah, as you can see from the title of the stream, I labeled it being accused of murder simulator because that's really what the stream feels like. Or this game feels like, you know? Why am I always being accused of Why am I always being accused of murder? I don't know. But yeah, anyway, I thought we'd play for a couple hours, and then I will go back to my Saturday life, I guess, and you will too. But I'm also gonna do, because this is a Saturday stream, and I know most people don't attend live because they're busy with life and things. We're gonna do something special. Honestly, I'm just gonna be dicking around, so just bear with me here. Let's see if I can transform properly. Ah, it's me! And then, yeah, no. There we go. It's me! Yes, so this is my new live 2D model, and it was made by the lovely Ibby, and her husband did the rigging, and this is not going to be me for a little while, but I wanted to have a test stream to make sure that everything went well. So, let's move over to the game. Oh, it's me. It's old me. Let's see if I can transform again. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna make myself a little bit smaller. Alright, cool. Let's get going. There shouldn't be game audio yet, but now there should be. Can we hear it? Yeah, you should be able to hear it. It's really loud. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's get playing. There was and is game audio. Thank you! I can't see all the audio channels at once, so I gotta scroll down sometimes. But okay, let's get started. Thank you, Chaos, for being here. Continuing to be the only one to know of my secrets. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, so last time we were accused of murder again, and now we're trying to investigate our way out of it. Even though I don't know how. Yeah, no VOD. We'll see though. I don't know. I probably will delete it. But I'll record this so I can upload it onto YouTube later. Yeah! Alright, so we were gonna move on to the other room to see if we could, find more evidence, I think? That's the only thing that makes sense, right? Okay. Oh, also, if you see anything funky going on with my model, other than the fact that I'm really cute, let me know. Okay. Yeah, we gotta go here to the first class passageway. Wait, what button am I supposed to press? I want to go here. I can't? I guess I should examine the area? Is that what you want me to do? What's this? Ship protocols? I guess that's what they want me to look at. There's a huge book on top of the table there, and there's a pen next to it. Yes, that looks like the ship's log. Shall we have a little look through it? Probably really boring. The writing is so neat and precise. Every detail about the voyage has been meticulously recorded. You wouldn't expect a rough and ready sailor to have such beautiful handwriting. And nothing. No reaction at all. I thought he might appreciate the compliment. I'm not sure that rough and ready is much of a compliment, Naruhodo-san, even to a sailor. Anyway, last night's log is mostly blank. Presumably, that means that there was nothing to report. I don't know about that. Since somebody, like, died last night. Oh, it did want me to check that. Should I check this too? Probably. This looks like the plan of the SS Booyah. Booyah. It shows each deck. Look. The Booyah is a large-scale steamship with a triple-skinned hull. What a marvel of engineering! Well, it's been playing on my mind for a while now, actually, but... How is that such a huge... How is that huge... Such... What? What is he saying? What is he saying? Booyah? SS Booyah? I don't know how to read that word. Booyah is better for me. How is it that such a huge lump of metal doesn't just sink to the bottom of the ocean? Oh, that's really quite simple, Naruhodo-san. Impossible vibes, it really is! Is it? Well, consider the Japanese archipelago. The islands of Japan? Yes, they're not metal, but they are enormous lumps of earth, many, many times larger than this ship. And they don't sink, do they? They've been floating happily on the sea since the gods created them. Well, I suppose so. That's not how that works. I think this homegirl needs a geology lesson. But who am I to judge? Oh, a door. We have to look at this door? Oh, this is it. This is the cabin next to ours. The one the ventilator connects to. Yes, the ventilator from which Kazuma-san wrote that he saw a speckled band emerging. Maybe whoever's in this cabin can help us solve that particular mystery. Let's ask. No! A man! Why is he wearing a belly shirt? Oh, excuse me, we need to get inside that cabin here. I'm sure it's all plot. Even the fact that the shirt doesn't fit him, or if it's fashion, I'm not sure. The sailor's eyes speak volumes. They're clearly saying, "Keep out!" That's what I wrote on the sign we put over the wardrobe doors. Although this man's version is definitely more effective. It doesn't look like he's going to let us pass. That's a problem. Oh, that's how I get around here. Can I look at the alarm system? What do you think this is? It's a very pleasing shape, isn't it? I guess. Is it? That's the emergency alarm. It's probably best not to touch it. Okay. Oh, an alarm. It says, press only in times of emergency. It looks as though it sets alarm bells ringing all over the ship and brings the vessel to a complete stop. Oh, this I have to see. What are you doing, Naruhodo-san? You mustn't touch it, man. He was giving in to primal desires. But this is an emergency situation. Just look at these handcuffs. Gosh. One man's plight does not mean it's everyone's plight, Naruhodo-san. You know full well that's not what the alarm is for. If you were to bring this vessel to standstill for no good reason, you would be in an even worse situation. I wish everything would just stop, the ship included. If you have to do something foolish, at least make it something that doesn't affect anyone else. Alright. What's this? I don't know what that is. Touch the mouse trap. Yeah, what the heck is it? Oh, it's a trap for catching mice. It actually is a mouse trap! I thought it would be something more cool. Yes, we have plenty of those back home in Japan. Although they seem to be using a lump of chalk or something as bait. Let me see. Yes, I think that's what it's called. Cheese. It's made from the milk of cows. Oh, they don't know what cheese is in Japan yet? What a travesty. What a travesty. Cheese. I wonder what cheese tastes like. Susato, please. You can't eat it, Naruhodo-san. The trap will snap shut on your fingers. Really? But, I suppose you're right. But cheese is so good, it's worth the pain. It's worth the pain! You weren't really going to try it, were you? All I've had to eat for this past couple of weeks is Cosmo's leftovers. You don't know how hungry I've been in that wardrobe. Who are you? I'll find a little snack for you later. At least she's mildly concerned about me. I have to look at my own door too? Alright, I guess we can look. First class cabin number 1. Yes, that's our cabin. Not our cabin, it's Cosmo-sama's. Sorry? Your combination is confined to the wardrobe inside the cabin. You know how to make a stowaway feel small, don't you? As small as the wardrobe I've been calling home. These cabins are the finest on the ship. My own cabin in steerage is number 539, by the way. 500 and... How many cabins are there? I don't know. A lot. I mean, you can fit a lot of people on a big boat. For real. Mm-hmm. Okay. I've only been on... Oh, can I talk to him? Look at the door first, because he's a little scary. That's the way to the second class area of the ship. No? Is something wrong? I was thinking about making a run for it, just for a moment. Well, that's logical. But things aren't exactly going well for me. Yeah. I might be wrong, but I imagine the moment you reach for the handle of the door, that burly seaman would surely shoot you dead. He has a gun? He has a gun? Oh dear. I'm sorry. Perhaps I went a little too far there. No, I started it with my talk of running away. And there's no way I could run away while Cosmo's death remains a mystery anyway. Yeah, he's still a good friend. Even if everything is excessively complicated. Alright, I think that's it. I think I just have to talk to the guy. Let's talk to him. Excuse me, but could I ask you something? You little stowaway murderer? I don't know how to do the proper accent for these people. I also thought they were German at first, but they're not. That wasn't a good start, was it? Alright. Let me try instead. Good day, Mr. Sailor. I'm so sorry to trouble you, but could I perhaps ask something of you? You little third-class lady's maid? Oh, wow. He's really mean. Oh. We seem to have caught the sailor on a bad day, Susato-san. I'm not Sailor. My mother gave me a name. I am Senior Crewman, Beef Stroganoff. No! Why is that his name? Everyone in this game is always having a bad day. It's very true. Also, his name is Beef Stroganoff. Ah! No, it's really silly. The best thing is just to avoid eye contact, I think. Oh, we can talk to him now. Cool. Mr. Stroganoff, about this first-class cabin area. Here we are in the finest part of the Buria steamship. We're very important persons. What sort of important persons? Government officials, king and queens traveling in secret, many important persons. That is why I am always guarding this place. Gosh, that's amazing. But somehow I let stupid stowaway inside. I want to pick you up and throw you in the ocean, but Stroganoff is not animal. Thank you? If I may, I was wondering, is the cabin next to Mr. Asoki's currently occupied? Ugh! How do I say that? That little I don't know. Susato-san, do you understand that? It sounded like da. Oh, is it a D? I don't know. I think it's probably Russian for yes or no. Oh good, that really settles it. Genius. It is not permitted to visit other cabins without invitation. What? Well, Sounds like there's somebody in the next door cabin at least. Yes, it's tantalizing. Tantalizing. Oh, now we can ask about him. Or them. Or her. I don't know. Could you tell us who's traveling in the cabin next to Mr. Asselhees? Probably not. His name is Mr. Grimesby Roylott. What? He is a very important Western gentleman. A Western gentleman? Do not think about it. He has nothing to do with the murder of student boy. How can you be so sure about that? Mr. Roylott is authentic Western gentleman. Such a man would not have no interest in a lowly student from insignificant Far East Islands. That was harsh. Could you tell us when Mr. Roylott came aboard? That is not your business. Honestly, beef stroganoff makes me happy because he's like, it's going back to the roots of Ace Attorney's silly goofy names. Come to think of it, even though we've been at sea for 2 weeks now, and I've been in Cosmo's cabin the entire time, I've never once heard anything from the next door cabin, or even felt like there's anyone there. Well, presumably, since the gentleman is occupying one of the first-class cabins, he must be rather important. Is that right? That is not your business. Is he not important then? And we just shoved him in here? Yeah, well, continuing on. Are you on watch here all the time, Seaman Stroganoff? Ah, all time. So criminals like you cannot come in or get out. I wonder, could you tell us anything about last night at all? It is sad about student boy. Were you on watch last night as well? Of course. And did you notice anything at the time? Anything unusual? Heh. I don't know what that means. Oh, it means no? Oh, do you know Russian? Yeah, I guess so. Susato-san, did you understand that? It was clearly a no! Oh, well, I guess she knows. It was nothing unusual, nothing at all. And you didn't hear any strange noises? Or sense anything was strong in some way? I said no! Sorry! I'm not so sure. I could have sworn that he wouldn't have catch my eye for a moment there. Oh, he wouldn't look him in the eye? He's lying. He knows something. How do I get it out of him? Wait, what? Oh, we're good. Okay, cool. This is enough. I cannot say more now. Oh. It is time for me to report to Captain. You must return to cabin. Yes, alright. Bulkhead to second class area is staying locked at all times. You escape when the lobster whistles on top of the mountain, or, as English say, when pigs fly. Is that what Russians say? Yes, I understand. Good. Now we can investigate the area properly, shall we? Definitely. Heh. Alright, let's move. Let's go in here. This is it. This is the cabin next to ours. The one the ventilator connects to. Yes! The ventilator from which Kazuma-sama wrote that he saw a speckled band emerging. Maybe whoever's in the cabin can help solve that particular mystery. Let's ask. I feel like nobody's gonna tell us anything because they don't want to also be accused of murder. Knock knock. Let me in! Let me in! No answer. We're out of luck, it seems. There's no one in there to help us with our inquiries. How annoying. Just open the door. Ah! What? What was that? It came from inside the cabin. What? Such a high-pitched scream. It must have been a woman. Stand aside! Oh god. I'm about to break the— how do I— I used the Count from Sesame Street accent for a second there. Okay. No one home, only screaming doors. Oh, is the door a mimic then? I don't remember what voice I gave him. I'm about to break the door down. We'll just go along and we'll figure it out. Mr. Sholmes! I shan't be stopped. When fit is on me, I revel in kicking doors on their hinges. Please, wait, Mr. Sholmes. The door doesn't appear to be bolted. It doesn't? Then how can I— what? Then how the deuce can I dispatch this muscular urge? What, pray, can I kick? I don't know. I think we should just go in. There's no time to think about stress relief. 9th of January, SS Booyah! First class cabin, number 2. Okay. Oh! Oh, it is a Russian man! Who are you? A Western gentleman? That man looks Russian to me. We heard a woman scream? A woman? Don't be absurd! As you can see, there's nobody but me in this cabin. True, this old man does appear to be the only person in here. But in that case, who just screamed? I don't know. They're wearing a beard. They're actually a woman! I don't know. That's probably not it. Get out, all of you, now! Please excuse the intrusion, but you're Mr. Grimsby Roylott, I believe? Yes, that's me. And you are? I am the one and only, the actual Herlock Sholmes. You've heard of me, no doubt. No. I'm a great detective amongst great detectives, one who adorns the covers of popular magazines, no less. So I assure you, you may trust me completely. That honestly doesn't make him any more trustworthy. The man uses the magazine like a business card. A detective? I do not trust detectives. Yeah, I don't trust cops. We distinctly heard a scream emanating from within these walls. But there wouldn't appear to be a lady concealing herself within the wardrobe this time. So, might I be so bold as to ask you to open the small traveling case? What? Don't be stupid! How could anyone fit in a small trunk like that? I don't know. Well, it's quite fashionable these days, is it not? Traveling inside one's trunk. Don't look at me! Oh, there's something in there. Oh my, did you see that, Mr. Naruhodo? Yeah, the case just shook. It's shook at these plots unraveling. Why does he have scissors? I don't like that. Leave now, otherwise I'll call the steward. So this is Cosmo's neighbor, Mr. Grimsby Roylott. There's no doubt about it. This strange Russian man is hiding something. I couldn't agree more. Let's see if we can find some clues before that burly sailor returns. I guess we can talk to him, right? What happened last night, Sir Grimsby? Oh, Mr. Roylott, we'd like to talk to you about something. No! Oh! I do not want to talk. Leave my cabin now. Ugh, this is going terribly. It is, but he really doesn't want to talk. Nor is he actually obligated to. We're not getting anywhere here. I agree, but there may be someone else who can help. Why is he sitting in the thing? Why is he sitting in the armoire? Wardrobe. Perhaps this great detective get somewhere with Mr. Roylott. About the first class cabin. Mr. Roylott, we'd like to talk to you about something. No! Oh! I do not want to talk! Leave my cabin now! Ugh, this is going terribly. I guess we're just gonna have the same thing again. I guess I have to get him to act. He doesn't want to talk to me at all. What if I have... Because... look at this man here. But I can't present it, it looks like. Well, let's just look around instead. Might as well. I want to see what's in here. And then he threatened them with shears despite complete innocence. Hi, Dozy Skunk! You are here for the secret reveal! At least the test stream. Nice to see you. I'm gonna look in the suitcase now. What do you think you're doing? Ah! This is my cabin. Get out! Could we just have a quick look inside your traveling case, perhaps? No! What a pity. I think we're out of luck. I think you're right. There doesn't appear to be anything more we can do. I agree, but there may be I guess I really have to poke at, Sholmes. That's where I keep my toys! Oh no. Oh no. Perhaps that great detective could get somewhere with Mr. Roylott. Yeah, I know. I guess we have to bother him. What are you doing in here? Why are you just, like, hanging out? Do you have a moment, please, Mr. Sholmes? You need only address me as Sholmes. That's what I just did, isn't it? Well, Mr. Sholmes, what were you doing in there? Why, I was resting, of course. Okay. Resting? Indeed. I was contemplating our sea voyage from the confines of the wardrobe whilst waiting. Waiting for the inevitable time that you would need to call the great powers of detection into service. I like having him a dumb sing-songy voice. And it would seem that the hour is upon us now. The time has come. Am I mistaken? Well, no, actually, you're spot on, for once. Observe closely. He has scissors. Why does he have scissors? Our Russian host in this cabin, Mr. Roylott, is clearly trying to hide something. I mean, yeah. He has newspaper stuffed in his pocket. And do you know what is the most effective weapon to use against a Russian hiding a secret? Why? The truth, of course. Wow, okay, this is a little racist, isn't it? Though, it should be pointed out that such methods are not exclusively for the Russians. Oh, okay, we're covering our grounds here. Right. Can you imagine how the Russian will react when the secret he got is closely exposed? Would you like to witness it? Oh, yes, please! Vodka's a good, thought. I like that idea. Well then, what you are about to see may well astound you. For I am about to imply my great detective's greatly admired great deduction to the case. Okay. Impress me, sir. Please. Could this man be more hackneyed portrayal of a dubious Russian, I ask you? I mean, no. What? From time to time, it occurs to me. Is the fellow dubious on account of his Russianness, or Russian on account of his dubiousness? I really don't think that either of those things should be occurring to you, or anyone. At least none of them will, call him out. That's right. And Mr. Sholmes... I know this man's beard and dark glasses are hard to ignore, especially on first meeting, but I once read, it is a capital mistake to theorize before you have all the evidence. It biases the judgment. Shh! I must have complete silence! Man, they don't like him talking some sense into him. Oh, what are you doing? Why are you peering at my face like that? Oh? Ah, just as I thought. Yes, I have quite made up my mind now. Hmm? There can be no other explanation that accommodates all the facts. Mr. Roylott, I have reached two incontrovertible conclusions. What? What do you mean? Number one, your true identity is that of a villain. Okay. Using those shears, you were about to end the existence of something most dear. Okay, so you know how last time with the dude, with our friend Cosmo writing with ink on the ground, yeah, exactly! That's what I'm getting at! What are these Danganronpa vibes here? Is this Genocide Jill? Or Genocide Jack? I love Dango Pongo though, so I'm here for it. Okay. Are you not? Ha! I don't know how to do a Russian ha. And number two, the other conclusion I have drawn. You are, at this very moment no less, in the midst of committing a grievous crime. Beneath that beard, your mouth quivers with nervous tension as you realize you have been discovered. Does it not? Ah! Oh, Naruhodo-san, I never imagined I would witness one of Mr. Sholmes' great deductions with my own eyes. That was a great deduction? Nothing can deceive Mr. Sholmes. In a single glance, he can deduce all there is to know about a person. What? What ineffable twaddle. Twaddle. Oh yes, I've read about it countless times in the adventures of Sherlock Holmes. And now I've experienced the astonishing impact of his great deduction firsthand. This is like a dream come true! Is it though? I can hardly believe it, but all the color has drained from Mr. Roylott's face. It looks like somehow both Mr. Sholmes' conclusions were right. How? How could you? How could I possibly know such things? You wish to say? It's the cocaine. The vast amounts of cocaine that Sherlock does. Very well then, I shall elucidate. I shall explain how it was that I arrived at this pair of conclusions. So I do cordially invite you upon a journey of logical discovery. Let us board the train of reasoning. Choo-choo! Put plainly, let us work through my deductions together. Ooh, the great deduction. The game is afoot. Opium. Oh, was it opium? Well, it's kind of all the same to me. One man's identity. So, the dubious-looking Russian Mr. Roylott. Obviously, what catches the eye in the first place is the scissors, is the enormous pair of shears in your hand. Now we ask ourselves, what could you possibly want with such an implement? The answer, of course, is staring us right in the face. Is it? You're on the verge of using the shears to cut away the copious beard you sport. Oh, I feel like he wasn't. Now, moving on. The question then begged is, why would you desire to rid yourself of this magnificent beard, Mr. Roylott? Once again, the answer is plain. We have clear evidence to shed light on the matter. Regard, if you will, this morning's newspaper, in particular, the fascinating front page article. Which, it would appear, you have also, Mr. Roylott, have read. I think I missed that word. Sorry. I am sure it needs no further clarification. The evidence that reveals your true identity is the article about the revolutionary. I don't think he understands either of these things. In translation, the headline reads, Revolutionary villain Bolshevik flees Russia via Shanghai. As you cannot fail to observe, the subject of the article possesses an extremely copious beard. And so, Having noted the article yourself, you decided to remove your incriminating facial hair before it gave you away. In short, your true identity is beyond doubt. You are the fearsome Russian revolutionary himself, Villain Bolshevik. I like that his name is literally Villain. Like, does it get any more direct than that? Not that I've heard of you myself, you understand. Okay. A revolutionary on the run is the topic. Topic 2. Wrongdoing. Okay. Now, as for my second conclusion. You are, at this very moment, on the brink of committing a most grievous crime. And the proof of this crime? Over there. Oh yes, Mr. Roylott. Taken unawares, people have a propensity to let their eyes stray, you see. Ah! And I assure you, the eyes speak so much more eloquently and honestly than the mouth. Well, that's really obvious. The answer we seek lies where the furtive glance falls. The proof of your crime sits before your very eyes. Yes, the traveling case. It is time, I think, that the case be opened and its contents laid bare. No, I refuse! What could you possibly be concealing inside, we ask? By my estimation. A young lady, perhaps. One slight enough to fit therein. It might be like a bird, though. A bird that can mimic a lady. Maybe. Don't be absurd! And what, pray, would be the identity of this young lady in the traveling case? Dear me, we are not well suited to a life of crime, are we? Your careless coup d'etat betrays you. It's a mimic! Yeah, I kind of feel like it's a mimic or a parrot. We'll see. Once again, we need only follow your furtive glance to find the answer. Give me your newspaper. Yes! The reason you refuse to open your traveling case can equally be found in the pages of this newspaper. Or there is another, most stimulating article. If we turn from the fleeing revolutionary to the back page. Oh, you think... Wow, he's really drawing to some conclusions here. Renowned prima ballerina of the Novovich Ballet disappears from Shanghai. I mean, she's probably tiny, but is she tiny enough to fit in a tiny suitcase? I don't know. Such a headline can lead us to but one conclusion. Your crime is that of abduction. I don't know. And according to the article, the young lady's name is Nikolina Pavlova. Wrongdoing is kidnapping of a young ballerina. Okay. Maybe. I feel like it's a bit more complicated than that. Just saying. This concludes Herlock Sholmes' great deduction of the Russian enigma. Elemensky! Okay, I get... okay. Wow. What do we think of this? Misato-san, that wasn't one of the great deductions I've been hearing so much about. Was it? And she's been in the suitcase for 2 weeks? Gosh, I hope not. Cause, how is she still alive? Well, the stories are full of Mr. Sholmes' brilliant deductions, you know? But that did seem a little different, somehow. Never meet your heroes, folks. Excuse me, Mr. Sholmes. Could I have you over here a moment? Right, what can I do for you? It's about your deductions. Would you mind? Not at all. Go on. Well, to start with, there's the newspaper article. I think we had the same discussion before, but... Do These two men look nothing like each other. It's very true. That's a good point. Ah, yes, I recall our discussion earlier, and at the time, I believe I told you that the man is a revolutionary. Oh. I'm like not reading that correctly. Well able to revolutionize his own appearance. In fairness to Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Roylott does look more like the man than you do. That's not the point. And another thing. The part about him being abducted. I'm imitating him. The part about him abducting the ballerina. Indeed. A truly startling revelation. At first glance, the case would appear too small to accommodate a young woman. Not at first glance, it is too small, clearly. You'd be lucky to fit a 5-year-old child into that case, even if you push really hard. I don't suppose the missing ballerina is a 5-year-old child, is she? You mean you don't know? No, the young lady is 15. Wow. So young. No, I didn't know. How could I? Well, if she's 15, then 10 years worth of her would be poking out of the case. Some years ago, I read something pertinent, I believe. A troop of men consuming vinegar daily in order to promote a certain litheness in their bodies. Vinegar? For such a sour bunch, it would surely be simplicity itself to contort one substance into the confines of that small case. I feel like that's a hoax, though. Maybe not, but oh, wait, what's that? I don't know. Oh dear, you might be thinking of the contortionists in the circus, Mr. Sholmes. Ugh, this whole thing is turning into a circus. It really is. Mr. Naruhodo, there's something's occurred to me about Mr. Sholmes' deductions just now. I think his powers of observation are, well, magical. His eyes cut to the heart of the matter almost instantly. Do not try this at home, definitely don't. Don't think that just doing shots of apple cider vinegar will give you magical abilities. Magical contortionist abilities. It's just where he directs his attention and his logic that we're a little off. Your idea of a little may be a little off itself, Mr. Sato. It's just one or two keywords in his deductions that seem to let him down. So I was wondering if we might perhaps tactfully switch them for alternatives. What do you think? Switch some keywords in his deductions. Yes, but very tactfully. I feel sure if we could do that, we'd unlock the true genius of Mr. Sholmes' great deduction. So you mean his deductions are wrong? Yeah, but she's being very Japanese about it. She doesn't want to be like, you're wrong. We have to be like, I think that the conclusions you met were different than my conclusions, and perhaps we should revisit the topic again. At least that's what I get at work. Precisely the thought that was going through my own mind. This man is a lot of work. At times, I wonder how anyone puts up with me. We don't. It's not that funny. Ah, and you, my good fellow. Sorry? Take a moment to look at your wrists. My wrists? Are you free? I'm free! Woo! We're stuck on a boat with him. Yeah, we're only putting up with him because we have no choice. Ah, where are your handcuffs? Huh? How did... I felt they may have hindered your ability to follow me in our dance of deduction. I don't believe it. Mr. Sholmes, you are a marvel. And don't worry, I shall rest the shackles to your wrists when we are finished. I'm not worried. In fact, I'd rather stay like this. I read that as the wrong person. That's fine. So, let us begin. Sherlock Sholmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. Is that a promise, Mr. Sholmes? Course correction. Hold it, Mr. Sholmes! Alright. Yeah, he really did jump to some weird conclusions. So, the dubious-looking Russian Mr. Roylott, obviously what catches the eye in the first place, is the enormous pair of shears in your hand. Yeah, I agree with that. Now we ask ourselves, what could you possibly want with such an implement? The answer, of course, is staring us in the face. He said this already, so I'm talking quickly. You were on the verge of using the shears to cut away the copious beard. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't think he was gonna do that. I'm not sure. Would you really use shears like that to cut off a beard? I doubt that's something I'll have to ever worry about. It doesn't quite sit right with me, though. Loves making scrapbooks. Yeah, he's a scrapbooker! It doesn't quite seem to be sitting right with Mr. Roylott either. Which means, I suppose, that the deduction is wrong. Not with my fabric shears! Man. Let's try to switch a keyword here, Naruhodo-san, and see if it helps matters. Alright, but how? I think we should start by taking a long, hard look at Mr. Roylott. I wonder if it's really his beard that he intended to use those shears on. No. Yeah, dull those edges. No, not the fabric shears. No! If we do manage to find something that seems to fit the sense of Mr. Sholm's deduction better, then what? Then I'll leave the rest in your capable hands, Naruhodo-san. Why am I the one to do something about this? Well, anyway, let's see if there's anything we could even use to switch around in that last sentence. What exactly was Mr. Roylott really going to use those enormous shears for? Honestly, my guess is... Not your beard. Oh, you have some golden locks? Wait a second! Wait a second! Are you actually a beautiful ballerina? Mr. Bolt, whatever your name is. What's with these beautiful locks of hair behind here? They are ravishing. But I must cut them. Yes! I like that this was such like a gasp! You were on the verge of using the shears to cut away the golden locks you sport. Indeed, you have identified the precise detail I was intending to expose. Such lush golden hair certainly does not befit an old man. Huh. You're not a man at all, you're a woman. And judging from the length of your and sheen of your hair, one's still very much in her youth. Oh no. Maybe I was using the wrong voice. If only I had managed to cut off my hair, no one would have suspected. Well, they tried. The question then begged is this. Why would you desire to rid yourself of those magnificent locks? Once again, the answer is plain. We have clear evidence to shed light on the matter. I'm sure it needs no further clarification. The evidence that reveals your true identity is the article about the revolutionary. Well, that was a shock. I had no idea that old man was really a young woman in disguise, did you? What? Why are you staring at me like that? Yes, it was a surprise, Naruhodo-san. You're enjoying this, aren't you? Sorry? You look like you're in your element as you dance around the room deducing facts with Mr. Sholmes. It's fun! I'm just doing what we agreed. I'm not having fun or anything. This is strictly business. No, strictly... Yes, I understand. Say no more. Well, anyway, let's focus on the next part of Mr. Sholmes' deduction, shall we? The evidence that he's picked out doesn't fit the facts all now. At all now. No, that's true, given that Mr. Roylott is actually a woman. Exactly. He, or rather she, can't possibly be this merciless revolutionary. I suppose it's because the deduction as a whole has taken a different direction now. Yeah. Let's switch the evidence for something else. Something that fits the facts as we now understand them. For some reason, this woman needed to try to hide her true identity. I feel as though I've either read or heard about a young woman in a situation like that recently. Gee, I wonder who it could be! Alright, I'll do my best. It's definitely this one. Yeah. Is it?
Yes!
There we go. We gotcha. Why is the ballerina hiding herself, though? The evidence that reveals your true identity is, of course, the article about the ballerina. That's right. You've hit the nail on the head. Renowned prima ballerina of the Novish Ballet disappears from Shanghai. It would appear we were finally able to address you by your true name. Yes, because your true identity is that of Novish Ballet's prima ballerina. Oh, sorry. Miss Nikolina Pavlova. Ah! Ah! Oh no! Oh gosh, that could be an issue. I'm glad that didn't get into your head. And was just the hat. Ugh. Ugh. Oh! Reveal your beautiful hair. Oh, and self, maybe? Ooh. You're right. My real name is Nina. I mean Nikolina Pavlova. But please, I beg you, don't tell anyone. A ballerina on the run is the actual old man's identity. Yay! Wait, so that means that the Viv Stroganov knew that it was her. Now, as for my second conclusion. You are, at this very moment, on the brink of committing the most grievous crime. And the proof of this crime, over there. Oh yes, Miss Pavlova. Taken unawares, people have a propensity to let their eyes stray, you see. Ah! And I assure you, the eye speaks so much more eloquently and honestly than the mouth. The answer we seek lies where the furtive glance falls. The proof of your crime sits before our very eyes. Yes, the traveling case. It's not the traveling case, though, is it? This woman is the ballerina, and she's right in front of our eyes. So clearly she can't be inside that traveling case as well. No, that's right. It seems she wasn't abducted at all. In which case, what is the crime this young woman is apparently committing? I mean, smuggling on board a ship as well? I can see I'm going to have to step in and fix the great detective's mistake again. You seem to look pleased, Naruhodo-san. Do you like the idea of another chance to dance around Mr. Sholmes? Stop it. Anyway, there must be something else here that shows what this woman is up to. The Russian guy's in the box! It could be. I do want to investigate it. Can I look at it? Ooh! It's a very small case, isn't it? You can see instantly that no person could possibly fit inside there. So, does that tell us that Mr. Pavlova's telling glance is in this direction was focused on something else? If that's true, though, it doesn't make sense. What do you mean? Well, if there's nothing incriminating inside this case, why did she refuse to let us look inside? Yes, I wonder why. Perhaps she has a perfectly harmless reason, though. What else is there? Oh, her tiara's hidden. Wow! Look at this dazzling tiara! I've never seen anything like it. Are those real diamonds, do you think? Wow! Oh, Naruhodo-san, try it on. What? Me? Isn't it usually girls who wear tiaras? Wouldn't you like to try it on? Oh no, I couldn't possibly. It's far too beautiful. But you can do it, Naruhodo-san. Underage drinking! That's also... Do you think Russians are concerned about underage drinking, though? I don't think so. Why does this tiara look familiar? I feel like I've seen it somewhere recently. Ooh, what else is there? Just the tiara? Oh, can I get it from here? No. I thought maybe there would be something. There's a waste bin. What's in here? The waste paper basket? Let's have a look inside. Naruhodo-san, it's poor etiquette to go sifting through someone's rubbish, you know. Ugh, those eyes. She's looking at me like I'm a piece of rubbish now. However, these are special circumstances, I think. Exactly! We have no choice! What's in here? Paper? Very incriminating. There's hardly anything in here at all. Oh, well, that's a little disappointing. Oh, well, I guess that wasn't very exciting. What else am I missing? It's not the traveling case. Actually, let's look at the... Yes! Oh! Oh, I see what I was trying to do. Accusing someone of murder is okay, but looking in their trash is not. Right? The proof of your crime is surely this tiara. Ah! I believe this tiara is worn on stage by dancers in the Novovich Ballet, is it not? Indeed, it would appear to be identical to the tiara pictured here in the newspaper article. And if the reporting is to be believed, it's an item worth 20,000 rubles. In summary, the crimes you have committed is theft. Oh no! Yes, you left your ballet troupe, unlawfully taking the precious tiara with you. Ah! You did it. You stole. Why did you steal? I have no family, no friends. I am all alone, and I need money. But I did not steal the tiara. It was a present from, how do you say, an Earl of Prussia. It belongs to me. This girl is only 15 years old, and she's run away all by herself. She must have been extremely lonely. Alright, I will tell you everything. There is no point in hiding it now. Come, let us not be hasty. What? There remains one unsolved mystery about you. Mystery? What do you mean? I really like his spotlight ability. That's a fun that's a fun magical ability to have. You have staunchly refused to open this traveling case of yours in our presence. It is reasonable to conclude, therefore, that there exists some reason why you wish it to remain closed. Is that not so, Miss Pavlova? My dear girl, there is no sense in playing games with me. Nothing escapes my attention. Indeed, I have a very good sense of the contents of your case, even before I have ever laid eyes on them. Dear me! We are not well suited to a life of crime, are we? You careless coup de lait betrays you. I still don't know how to say that. Why did you kill my boyfriend? No! I know, really, why did you kill Kazuma? We had a real good thing going for us. Man. Oh, yes. The reason you refuse to open your case is written on the books on the shelf. Is it? He's completely changed tack with his deduction now. I think Mr. Sholmes is adapting his logic to the changing circumstances, don't you? Maybe, but why has he suddenly brought the bookshelf into all this? It's just a wild guess, surely. Oh, do you think so? Well, it doesn't seem likely that the reason why this young woman doesn't want to open her case would have been written in a book that doesn't even belong to her. Yes, that's true, but still. Miss Pavlova certainly did cast her eyes in that direction. I noticed it myself. Then there has to be another reason why she won't open her case. And it must be somewhere in the same area, if that's where her gaze was involuntarily drawn. I agree. That's the only answer. Whatever she was hidden inside that case. Sorry, getting water. Okay, we're good. Should be revealed by following her gaze in the direction of the bookcase. Alright. Yes, the reason why you refuse to open your case is written in the books. Okay, now we have to investigate. Ah. Okay. I won't. There's a small picture. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry, it's moving around really quickly. Let's look at that first. This is a charming little picture, isn't it? What is it? Someone climbing a steep mountainside? Or descending one, it seems to me. When you've been on the flat steep for a while, maybe you start seeing hills and mountains and everything. Okay, so this was not important, and I should have ignored it. Let's look at the books now. It looks like these are all the same books that we have in our cabin. I suppose the steward likes to make sure passengers have plenty to read for the long voyage. That is pretty nice. And have you noticed how all the books have fallen over, just like Cosmos' cabin? It's almost like someone's taken a sweep with them. Maybe Miss Pavlova? While she was practicing her ballet? Anyway, the point is, we don't have time to look through all these books at the moment. We couldn't even if we wanted to. They're all in Russian. Well, that's a relief. Let's try our luck elsewhere. Okay. The rules of passage? What was on the rules of passage? Well, let's take a look. These are the rules of passage for the travel aboard the SS Booyah! I've been calling it Booyah because it's a lot easier to say. As Chaos said earlier, it has real Kim Possible vibes. Passengers must not... Pro tip, when you run away from home, you don't have to practice ballet anymore. That's true, that's true. But I mean, ballet is actually pretty fun. I took a few years of it. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden. Like I said, it's a kitty cat, or it's a puppy, or it's a bird. There's an animal in that suitcase. There was exactly the same notice in our cabin too. I wonder what happens if you break the rules. Oh dear, I'm sure the punishment would be severe, Naruto-san. You'd probably be left to drift in the freezing cold ocean. Or shut in a tiny wardrobe for days on end. Oh, biting. Love it. So I've actually been serving time for 2 weeks now, have I? And we have the cabin door. I'm pretty sure it's this. I'm actually just gonna go for it. Yes! Yeah! Yeah, I did it. Woo! Yes, the reason why you refuse to open your case is written in the rules of passage. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden. Inside that case of yours is something forbidden upon carriage on this vessel. That is the real reason why you refuse to open it, thus revealing its contents. I'm running away from home undercover and killed a man, but I'm worried about my kitty being found. Well, I mean, maybe it's... I don't know. I guess we'll have to see what's up with it. As we've seen, the trunk wobbles from time to time, but no weapon or other dangerous item would move on its own accord. Which leaves but one possibility, Miss Pavlova. Inside your traveling case... Oh, cool! Cute! Is the last item listed as forbidden in the vessel's rules of passage. A pet! Ah! Why did I want to know what it is! Tell me, tell me. Is it a puppy? Can I pet it? Possession of a prohibited animal. Okay. Cool. This is fun. This is a new, mechanic that I don't think has ever been in a Ace Attorney game before, too. So this is really cute. She should be a cleric with summoned weapon. Oh my god. It's possible. So, clearly, you aren't who you said you were. No, I'm not Grimsby Roylott. Oh, sorry, she's Russian. My real name is Nikolina Pavlova. Everything you said was correct. You absconded during one of your ballet company's performances in order to escape your homeland. Later that same night, you stole aboard this vessel, which couldn't have been easy. But this Booyah is a huge steamship with a vast crew. Could she really have snuck on board without being noticed? In order to obscure your true identity, you somewhat recklessly took the guise of an old gentleman, and you intended to sever all links with your past by severing your long hair. Yet, to a woman, hair is no trifling matter. And no need to be sexist. I'll cut my hair if I really want to. Nah. My personal recommendation is to leave well alone. So, if it was just you about to cut your own hair, who was it that let out the scream we heard from outside the cabin? That veritable tinkling of a bell? Why, none other than the young lady, naturally. More like a full set of pipes, if you ask me. I was so scared when I ran away from Shanghai. I was sure they would come looking for me. That's why I decided to, how do you say, disgust myself? So no one would recognize me. As a result, you transformed into that questionable old man? I see. I put on the fur hat and fake beard, then just before you came in here, I saw in the newspaper, right on the page, there was a picture of me. Yeah. I was so frightened, I couldn't stop from screaming. I knew that if I didn't change my appearances completely, they would find me. So I decided to cut all my hair as fastly as possible. I picked up the scissors in my hand and... At that precise moment, we walked in through the annoyingly unlocked cabin door. Okay, yeah, he didn't like that it was unlocked because he wanted to bust the door down. Things happen like this sometimes, don't they? Things do indeed happen like that from time to time. Are those two even talking about the same thing? There's just one more thing I'd like to know. What exactly do you have inside your traveling case? You are right. It is my dear friend inside. My only friend in the whole world. Oh. Show me, show me, show me. Is it a puppy? Please don't tell anyone. If the captain finds out, if you say anything to the crew. Your secret is safe with us, I assure you. But in return, you must tell us in as much detail as you can muster about the events of last night. Yes, all right. I will tell you. Well, Mr. Naruhodo? Wasn't it something? Mr. Scholz's great deduction? It was certainly something, yeah. I'm just not entirely sure what. But at least Miss Pavlova has agreed to tell us what she knows. That's incredible. Indeed, it is incredible. She gets so shocked by him. And one more thing. Oh, yes? What? Observe your wrists. Oh no, he put the handcuffs back on. Oh, that's too bad. Ah, your hands are cuffed again. What? But how? True to my word, I have restored your shackles. When and why? There is still a shadow of guilt cast over you, Mr. Naruhodo. I'm sorry to say, it can't be helped at the moment. Can't it? Really? Anyway, let's listen to what Miss Pavlova has to say. I can't go on not knowing. I have to find out what the speckled band that Kazuma-sama wrote about in his diary really was. Okay. Alright, so let's... I really want to know what's in here, though. Can we please look? Don't touch! Huh? I will tell you what I know about last night, but please. The must not touch my things. How do you say? Forbid it! Oh, sorry, it could be a snake. Is her best friend a snake? Cute! As you should be, young man. What full good manners you have. Poking around in a young lady's private belongings? Neither shall I allow it. Poison snack, no! Hypocrite. Alright, well. Yeah, let's see what else I can find. This is all inspected. We have... This is apparently inspected too? This is inspected? This is inspected? Okay. Is there anything I need to look at? If it's a bag. No, I guess there's nothing to look at. Alright, I guess let's talk to her. Alright. What happened last night? Did you know that someone was killed in the cabin next door to this one last night? One of the crewmen told me this morning when I was eating breakfast. The man who died, he was a friend of mine. Oh! That's why we're trying to find out what happened. Did you notice anything unusual last night? Perhaps you heard a strange noise, for example. Perhaps people talking? Perhaps the ship was absorbed in the wild tempest. Perhaps its steam engine exploded. Perhaps everyone on board would have noticed if that had happened. Miss Pavlova, is there anything you can tell us? I don't know. I'm sorry, but all I could think about last night was what I had done and whether they would find me. I didn't notice anything that was happening around me. Oh, I see. Okay. Why did you run away then? You've run away from your ballet company, haven't you? The Novovich Ballet? Yes. I am traveling to Great Britain, and from there, I want to go to America. I will never dance again. I want to forget everything about the ballet. I will start a new life. Man, I like ballet. What? I guess they must be really working you hard. You just want to run away. You wish to forget. A challenging proposition. When you have that striking tiara as a reminder. But the tiara is mine. I need it to live. Okay. I have no money of my own. The Novovich Ballet gives us only a little food and water. Oh, they don't pay you at all. And we dance all over the world. I had to run away. I had no choice. If I had stayed, it would have killed me. I see now. Well, okay. We need to get in some labor laws for the ballerinas. So you ran away to protect yourself? Yes, and the crew of the ship, they have all been kind to me. They let me come on board, and they said I could hide in the cabin. If that is indeed the truth, Miss Pavlova, it creates a most intriguing conundrum. It does. Yes, it does. What do you think about it, Mr. Naruhodo? Me? Oh, well, yeah, of course. I think we should listen to Miss Pavlova's explanation. To what conundrum? I'm not sure, but... No, you know. The conundrum. I really want to get to friend, but I feel like I'm holding out on my excitement. Miss Pavlova, allow me to pose you a riddle. She doesn't like it. According to this newspaper, it was only yesterday that you absconded from the ballet. Now, that being the case, it must have been last night that you have boarded this vessel. However, the SS Booyah stopped by no port last night. Ah, that's it. Of course. Oh, yeah, that's it. I get it now. Okay. So how is it, pray, that you have come to be aboard? Oh. Now that I think about it, the crewmen outside the cabin acted very strangely when we mentioned that. It was just after we asked him about the occupant of this cabin came aboard. Oh. Maybe that's none of your business. Beef Stroganoff. Yes, you're right. He did seem to be hiding something. An angel descended from the heaven, bringing grace and beauty to the stage. Sorry? What was that? It is how the Russian newspapers described one of my performances. And that is how I came here too. I descended from the heavens, because I am an angel. Do you really believe that? Considering English isn't your mother tongue, your description is very vivid. Mr. Sholmes once said, I can never resist a touch of the dramatic. It seems Miss Pavlova is the same. A genius descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to detection. Words once said about myself. A quote from a wonderful extravagant advertisement for The Adventures of Sherlock Sholmes, in fact. Yes, Mr. Showy. Anyway, it doesn't look like Miss Pavlova is going to tell us what really happened. Well, alright. How about the friend now? Friend! So, the friend you mentioned is inside your traveling case, is that right? I don't think animals are allowed on board according to the rules of passage. Oh please, don't tell! Don't tell any of the crew! If they found out my precious... Then the burly Russians would bestir themselves in unison to throw you and your case overboard, no doubt. Ah! So reassuring, Mr. Sholmes. But what sort of pet is your friend? A little puppy? It is, isn't it? No. Maybe an adorable little rabbit? I like rabbits. Let him be a rabbit. No. Ha! You credit Russia as a land with small animals, do you? Wow, I used a Russian. Well, whatever. Let's keep going. Oh, don't they have small rabbits there then? You may well ask. I have no idea. Okay. Alright then. You two are miserable bunglers when it comes to understanding the nature of young ballerina's friends. Isn't it obvious? It must be a chicken. What? A chicken? Really? Consider the benefits. A rousing wake-up call, daily fresh eggs, and when adversity strikes, it can satisfy the needs of sustenance. So you'd eat your friends. I'll remember that. Wow. No. It's Bartok from Anastasia. Oh my god, it's a bat! I like bats too. Just open the case and stop discussing it. Yeah, really, just open the case. Well, it would appear that this friend's identity is a closely guarded secret not to be revealed. Why? Why'd he laugh like that? She obviously doesn't quite trust us yet. There's something I should like to show her, I think. Maybe she might be able to shed some light on it. I guess I could show her... this? Right? It's a snake, isn't it? How do I present that to you? Like that! I see. It's my snake! This is the diary of my friend who passed away. His diary? Yes, and he wrote it in last night before he died. Something a little unusual. It reads, 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound. And then, a few minutes later, 1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. A speckled band? I don't understand. It's strange, isn't it? But the ventilator he mentions joins to your cabin, you see. It's up there on the wall. In other words, this cabin and the victim's cabin are connected together. Oh! Miss Pavlova? Has something occurred to you? Does the speckled band the victim mentioned mean something to you? Or the whistling sound, perhaps? Tell me! No. I don't know anything. Oh. Come on! Come on! Tell me. Tell me! Also, just show me your snake. Don't take that out of context! Oh no, they're coming for me. Excuse me, Mr. Roylott. Yeah, it's gotta be. It's definitely a snake. Yes, what? Wow, she's fast. Captain would like to speak with you. You must come to Captain's quarters at once. Please. Alright, I will come now. What? You must leave. Now. Oh, no, it's fine. Don't mind us. Yes, please don't worry yourself, Mr. Roylott. Get out! The passenger said out! Or do you want me to throw you out? Ugh, it looks like we'll have to leave investigating this cabin until later. Man. What a pity. But I want to see the snake! Man. And so, we lost our chance. Having still not managed to investigate Miss Pavlova's cabin, we were unceremoniously chased out. That is to say, we were quite literally picked up and thrown into the passageway outside. Yay! No need for legs when people can just carry me out. Oh, to be continued. Okay. Yes, I will save my current progress. Good here. That's fine, because I've done everything correctly thus far, I think. Alright. I just want to see what happens for a little bit more. SS Booyah, first class passageway. Okay. I wish we hadn't been thrown out like that. I wish we'd managed to find some clue as to what speckled band might be. We didn't manage to investigate at all. And I imagine that we won't be able to for a while longer. We'll never get past that sailor guarding the door. He's clearly glaring at us as if to say, don't even think about it. Yeah, ain't enough time for me. Okay, thanks for coming, Billy Skunk. I won't be playing for too much longer anyway, so you won't miss much. Bye! What is it? Well, what happened to our great detective friend? Where did he go? Oh yes! He's completely disappeared. When did he do that? He slipped away as quietly as the wind, but not before ensuring these were securely back on my wrists. Man. Alright. Now I will be... Okay. I'm not sure where we will go next, but because this was partially just for me to test out my model, I wanted it to be a shorter stream, and honestly the Ace Attorney series has been really